Welcome back in, NeSmith fans, to the Weekly Series Hotline. On the telephone, Mr. Ryan King, big winner over the weekend over at 411 Motor Speedway in Seymour, Tennessee. He's the pilot of the 30 Stinger race car sponsored by Brian King Roofing. Ryan, talk to us about your weekend.
Well, had a pretty good weekend. Picked up our 6th win for the season, and got a little bit of a jump in points. I think we actually picked up 3 points with the win, and put us in a tie for 3rd and sitting 4th in the points. And so we're pretty happy with how the weekend went.
Well, so when you guys get there, did you just know you had it coming off the trailer, or did you guys have to find it over a course of an evening?
Well, I mean, I had some, I always got good confidence going into the race at 411. I always got a shot to win down there. And come out in hot laps, and we were pretty decent, felt like. And then qualifying went out, and for some reason, I went out and qualified, and the car was just like way tight. I couldn't get the car to turn or anything, and I think we qualified like 6th. And I was kind of bummed out. I pulled up to the trailer, and my dad, he was up there, and he was kind of like, he said, "That one was my bad." And I said, "What do you mean?" He said he was stretching the left rear tire and left about 20 pounds of air in the left rear, and I couldn't get the car to turn at all. So we ended up qualifying 6th, and then started 6th in the feature, and the car was pretty good right off the bat, and picked up 3 spots. There's a couple cars got together and loaded up into one, and I got by both of them in the same corner, and caution come out. So I was 3rd when the caution come out. It was about 5 laps in, and just stayed on the bottom and got the lead, and was able to run my line after that and stay out front. Passed Beeler for the lead. I think he ends up finishing 3rd and got the win.
Now, that Adam Beeler's really good. He was good when we had that touring show there. Is he good on a weekly basis out there at 411?
Oh, yeah, pretty much. If me and Beeler's there, it's going to be me or him every night, you can figure, and we're always battling up front, and so it's always a fun race between us.
Well, looking back at that touring show that we had there at 411, how did it stack up to the weekly crowd? We seem to have packed it in there pretty good for the touring guys. How's the NeSmith Weekly Series doing as far as people enjoying it and getting on board and coming as fans?
Well, I mean, got a lot of fan support, and the track's doing good with it. And we had a whole lot of cars at the beginning of the year. We fell off a little bit as the seasons went on, just guys money-wise and everything, haven't been able to keep it up all year. But as far as how the weekly guys stacked up against the national guys at the turn race, I thought we were pretty darn good. Baylor led like half the race and got in a tangle with a lap car, and I actually crashed qualifying, and so I didn't even get to run the feature. And but we had several guys actually. Wilson out of Crossley, ended up winning it, and so.
Oh yeah, there ain't a slouch racetrack on our weekly series as far as when we bring our touring guys. I mean, the hometown guys have kind of took us behind the woodshed a couple times and really put it to our touring guys. All right, well, looking at the points as of the 27th, you guys are just 5 points out, and granted, you're looking at the situation with Chase and Mickey, they got what, 32 wins between them. Can you guys make up any ground on the first, second place guys this year?
Well, I mean, it's pretty much going to take us winning the rest of our races and them not being able to gain any more ground as far as how they sit. So, I mean, that's pretty much what it's going to take there. But, I mean, we're pretty happy with how we are right now, sitting 3rd. I don't think we're really expected to be here. Just our first year trying to do this deal and everything. But we really didn't know what to expect, I don't guess.
Yeah, that's right. Pardon me. You guys are tied with 3rd with Jeremy Shaw. So this is your first year in a points racing deal. What's it feel like to be involved with all these other drivers? And granted, you don't race against them every week, but still, do you guys run to the computer to see if you gain ground on some of the guys?
Oh yeah, every week, every Monday. Keeping an eye on it, seeing where we're at. We're just wondering how everybody else did, trying to look at the results and everything. And it's a big deal to be able to go and say, well, we're sitting 3rd in the NeSmith points out of every how many drivers, have points. I know that all of them don't have 14 races, but, 25 drivers have run all 14 races, and we're still sitting 3rd out of those 25 drivers. So we're pretty proud of that.
All right. Well, are you guys going to hit any more tracks before the end of the year?
Yeah, we're going to finish out at 411. Actually, this weekend, 411's not running the crates. They're having a limited late model special, and I think we're going to run some super late models this weekend, and then I think we have 3 more NeSmith points races left on the schedule, and we're going to see how we can do in them.
All right, Ryan. Well, congratulations on your big win over the weekend. Before you get out of here, you know the deal. Thank your sponsors and some of the guys that helped get that victory over the weekend.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Brian King Roofing. That's my dad. And, he's always big help. He puts the bill on pretty much the whole operation, and I can't thank him enough. And then JT Kerr Racing Equipment, they help us out a lot. And they built the Stinger race car that we're running now, and it's a good car. And I'd like to thank Jim Sands Roofing and Interior Millworks. And then on the crew, I'd like to thank Ben Baldwin, my papa Jack King, my dad, and that's pretty much it.
Welcome back in, NeSmith fans, to the Weekly Series Hotline, Week 22. Continuing on, we got Montana Dudley on the telephone. Montana, you guys took your show on the road to Talladega Short Track, and you guys won by a mosquito wing, didn't you?
It was close. They said it was inches. They said they had to review the picture a couple of times, but I never seen Brett Holmes till, right there at the very end. We probably didn't have 50 feet to go, and he snuck up on me, and it was just a drag race there towards the end. Now,
of course, you didn't have time to double take, but did you double take?
Man, it was all forward focus from there. I mean, we was side by side, and I mean, we had lap cars double file in front of us, and he got tight there. It was definitely fun there towards the end.
Well, let's just rewind it a little bit. Talk about what you guys brought to the racetrack. Did you guys know that you guys had brought the car to beat that night?
Well, we had brake issues all week, and we had them last weekend in East Alabama, and we run kind of bad for us. I mean, we run 6, but that ain't really what we shoot for during the week. But we got the brake issues figured out, and we knew we had to, make up for how we run last weekend. So, yeah, we was coming to win for sure.
So getting off the truck and getting into the program and hot laps and whatnot, how did you guys feel after hot laps?
We run real good in hot laps. Time trials, we qualified on the pole. We knew we had a good car in hot laps.
So come feature time, you guys, was it just, like you said, you didn't see nobody at the last turn, or did you get any challenges during the night?
I really didn't see nobody. We had a couple of restarts there, and our car was firing off good, and we was getting through 1 and 2 real good, and I felt like we could get a few car links. I had my crew guy there on the fence telling me we had a decent car link, 2 car links on them, and I was just trying to focus and hit my marks and try to watch out for lap traffic, because it didn't take but 3 or 4 laps to get lap traffic again, so it was close.
Now, that's your guys' 3rd win on the season. You got 11 top 5s, 13 top 10s, 36 in points, probably not where you wanted to be in points. Were you guys trying to points race this year, or is it just hit these races when you can?
It was really just hitting these races when we could. We're mainly just chasing the money. It's hard for us to get out there on the national touring series. But we're getting there. That's what we're working toward. Maybe next year we can chase that. But biggest thing is just trying to make money week to week to keep everything going.
Well, I'll tell you what, I was down there when they had the Ray Cook Southern Nationals race at East Alabama, and you guys put on a pretty good show there with the Weekly Series race at East Alabama. Tell us about that win there. That was your 2nd win on the season with NeSmith.
Yeah, we had a real good car, super guys, and got the track a little different than I think what everybody was prepared for. And we just run around the bottom there, and I don't think anybody else, seemed like nobody else really get down that far down and keep the car rotating and all. So we've just been lucky this year. We've had a bunch of good wins. We had 2 more wins at the beginning of the year with our limited motor stuff, and we just had a real good car this year.
You probably weren't expecting to be able to watch that victory a couple of days later, was you?
No, it was. It's always good looking back. We don't usually got nobody videoing us, so it's good to have somebody videoing us, and we can kind of look back and see what the car was doing, and also just see where the competition was as far as everything else goes.
So you're down there at East Alabama quite a bit, and I always want to hear drivers' perspectives on other drivers. Tell me what your perspective is on Joey Thomas.
He's a strong runner. I mean, he's a good driver. He hits his marks. He's smooth, and he's just got the best of the best equipment. And he's got Ben Thomas there coaching him, and his daddy, you know, he's a couple-time National 100 winner. And I mean, he's got everything going for him. So I hope he takes advantage of it.
That's right, and you got to compete with Larry Hare down there, of course, William Thomas. So anytime you come out of East Alabama Motor Speedway with a victory, and your last name ain't Thomas, you done something, huh?
Oh, no doubt. We got some heavy hitters. I mean, every time we show up on a regular Saturday night, East Alabama, it feels like we're in a national event. Just about. It's definitely real competitive down this way. Awesome track race on at East Alabama, and it's just. I guess that's where it really helps us when we go out of town, because we race at that level of competition every weekend. So. Now,
I don't know if it's new to you guys this year, but it's the first time I saw you in the car. When did the Zaxby relationship come about? He
came on probably halfway through the year, and it's just been a blessing. We was really struggling there. I just kind of been on my own now for the past year and a half or so, and it was just a blessing when he came on. Car looked great, white. That's the way he wanted to go with it. I'm usually all black and just try to keep it clean, but he wanted it white, and I really love the way the car looks, and it's just been a blessing with the Zaxby's.
Any free chicken involved in that deal?
Yeah, Ryan Waller, he's helped me out a lot. My dad, he helps me get the car ready every week. But Ryan, you know, he's here till midnight with me and wakes up at 5 o'clock to go to work every morning. So he came on board probably 2 years ago, and it took a big load off of me and my dad having him. So.
Well, all right. Well, congratulations on getting that third victory on the season with the NeSmith Series. Hope to catch you guys in it a little bit more this year, of course, and then maybe looking to next year, maybe you guys can run a little bit more with us. Before we get out of here, thank your sponsors. Of course, Zaxby's being one of them, and also thank some more of the crew guys. Yeah,
I just special thanks to my dad, Ryan, for sticking it out with me. Zaxby's, of course, Modern Images, WRC Construction, the Racing Zone, Extreme Suspension, David Smith Carburetors, and anybody else I forgot. Thank you.